I regret to inform you that Hillary Rodham Clinton is back in the news again. Well, at least she's back for a brief moment, having appeared on the Today Show last week, amongst others. As expected, the topic of the 2016 election came up, and what followed was one of the saddest and most peculiar things I've ever seen from a politician. For reasons unbeknownst to onlookers everywhere, Hillary took out a portion of her 2016 victory speech and read it on air, fighting back tears in the process. The genuine sadness and regret spewing out of this demon I don't doubt, but the question remains, why is this a thing? Why is the Today Show even interviewing her 5 years later? Why is she talking about becoming the first woman president when she didn't become the first woman president? Why even allow such personal details to be filmed? Really, why are we doing any of this? I think the answer is really very simple. I think we see a lot of these same traits in Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi. Hillary can't give up her thirst for power and notoriety, and there's something really pathetic about that. A special kind of pathetic, a level of narcissism only Democrats achieve. Now, before we get much further into this, let's take a quick commercial break to pay some bills. It's no secret that liberals are waging a war on the Second Amendment, and Trump supporters, of course. Make no mistake, the Democrats and Joe Biden are on the war path to further erode the Second Amendment and eventually, sooner or later, take your guns. As such, we can no longer stand back and watch the values that founded this great nation be trampled on any further. As a proud American in this God-fearing, gun-toting nation, we must stand up and fight for our rights to bear arms and the Second Amendment in every way. That's why, for a limited time only, Trump-supporting gun lovers will be able to receive a buy one get one free limited edition gold-plated Second Amendment Is My Gun Permit coin. This amazing Second Amendment Is My Gun Permit coin is on track to become the most popular Second Amendment memorabilia out there. And as always, liberals can't stand it, which should be a good enough reason to own a couple anyway. You can pick them up by hitting that link in the description box below. Support the Second Amendment while supporting this channel. Plant that puppy proudly on your mantle or fireplace so there's never a question on where you stand. Here we have a woman who has more money than she'll ever be able to spend. She's still married, at least ostensibly. She has a daughter and multiple grandchildren. She lives in a mansion and could live on a private island if she wanted to. Normal people work their entire lives and never get to live a day like she gets to live. Further, she garnered all of that by being a public figure and giving 30-minute speeches, hardly having to lift a finger to become wealthy. Now, given all those factors, why keep rubbing in everyone's face the fact that she didn't get her way on one single thing in life? Are we really supposed to feel sorry for her because she only got to be fabulously wealthy on the backs of taxpayers? Again, I understand the emotion involving her mother in the speech, which we'll watch a clip of here in a second. But at some point, her constant pity party just becomes obscene. The reality is, Hillary hit the lottery in life compared to most people. She should act like it instead of seeming so damn ungrateful. In short, Hillary Clinton was not elected president, and she will never be elected president. It's long past time she accepts the reality and recognizes that she's still got far more than most. To keep this feel sorry for me act going is insulting at this point. I feel sorry for the single mother who can't make ends meet. I feel sorry for the man with 3 kids who just got laid off. I don't feel sorry for a corruptocrat who got to be filthy rich, but was rightfully deprived of being the President of the United States. We'll go into further detail as to what some are saying she's really up to after this sickening clip.
I dream of going up to her and sitting down next to her, taking her in my arms and saying, "Look at me, listen to me. You will survive. You will have a good family of your own and 3 children. And as hard as it might be to imagine, your daughter will grow up and become the President of the United States. I am as sure of this as anything I have ever known. America is the greatest country in the world. And from tonight going forward, together, we will make America even greater than it has ever been for each and every one of us. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless America.
Okay, so we've certainly been getting a faceful of Hillary Clinton in recent weeks. This has been a pattern of hers since being sent back to Chappaqua by the Donald. She spends long periods of time out of the public eye, I suspect buried deep in her box of breakfast Chardonnay, suddenly like a bad combination of creepy stalker and unfortunate body odor. She's everywhere, and you can't seem to make her go away. Hillary, much like a psycho ex-wife, when you see her more than once, you immediately begin to worry about what the hell her endgame really is. Robert Spencer of PJ Media speculated in a recent post that Grandma Mao jackets just might make another run at the White House in 2024. He continued, while I would prefer that she never got anywhere near a position of power again, a 2024 bid would probably be entertaining because her presence in the race would mean that the Democrats had reached nearly peak clown car disarray. Robert then wrote another column yesterday that I think gets closer to the heart of what's going on with Hillary. Her Trump dementia syndrome is worsening. He said the stakes as far as Hillary is concerned couldn't be any higher. Quote, a Trump win in 2024 could be the end of democracy. Not to be too pointed about it, but I want people to understand that this could be a make or break point. If he or someone of his ilk were once again to be elected president, especially if he had a Congress that would do his bidding, we would not recognize our country, unquote. Apparently his ilk is her cutesy way of spelling out Ron DeSantis. Democrats have found it impossible to quit Trump. No one in America has found that breakup to be more difficult than Hillary Rodham Clinton. Now, my personal opinion, I don't think that Hillary deep down really wants to run for president again. She's just too damn lazy. She proved that in 2016. I do, however, think that she is terrified that Trump might be successful again. And it has nothing to do with fears for democracy or the future of the country either. Miss Kill's list has been defecating all over both for decades. She would make it all about her and see it as another personal rejection of her dark, empty soul. The wine would disappear faster and the popular vote mantra would be repeated more frequently. As Robert noted in his conclusion, they're never going to stop smearing Trump. Hillary can probably only feel a sense of purpose when she gets with an interviewer and rails against Orange Man Bad. You see, Donald Trump defines Hillary Clinton on his terms. There aren't enough fawning sycophant journalists in the world to help her outrun that. Rent-free, folks, rent-free. Some of this came by way of PJ Media. If you liked it, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment down below. There's a PayPal link in the description box, so please put $1 in the bucket on the way out the door. I'd like to thank everyone for all your donations. They're much needed and much appreciated. Now, with all that being said, we'll see you next time.
Come on, move. Move. Easy, easy.